Hey guys, welcome back to IteariTV. My name is Iteri, and I wanted to do this really quick video just talking about where I find the best deals for craft supplies. And I have made myself a few notes. Now, this is not for people who have been shopping in the craft and planner world for years and years and years. This is for people like me um, who whose eyes just became open this year about where you can find really inexpensive craft and planner supplies. But if you are a um, an OG crafter and you have sites that I don't mention in this video, please comment below and let me know what other places I should shop at and where you might want to see a haul from. So I am going to discuss sort of like two parts. So the first part is going to be where I like to purchase items from because I like the prices and some of the new stores that people have told me about. And the second half of the list is sort of like the others where the prices aren't as inexpensive and you shop there if you really want something. It's not somewhere I would say, oh, go shop there to save money. So first, my first top two places to shop for craft materials and planner materials and stationery. I'm kind of looping all that in one. Like my top two places this year have undoubtedly been Ollie's and Ross. So I was shopping at Ross before I even got into the like crafty planner life. But then once I got into the crafty planner life this year, I was like, oh, Ross has a stationery aisle. Like I didn't know. Like I've been going to Ross just for clothes, shoes, maybe some home things, but I never just walked by the toys. The stationery is by the toys. And they usually have like stationery markers, journals, things of that nature. And I just didn't know until I started looking for certain things. And so Ross and Ollie's are undoubtedly my top two faves, even with all of the other places that I've learned and all the other places that I've shopped. Those are still my top two faves. Now, with both of those stores, you're going to find shopping experiences that can be frustrating. I've been to many Ollie's that didn't have a lot of people at the registers and the lines were, around the store. Same thing with Ross. Ross is a very junky, disorganized store. It can be very hard to find things. You got to look. You got to look deep. Ollie's is the same way. So they have the same tendencies and trends and patterns, if you will, but the deals, the prices are the best in my opinion. At Ross, I started seeing a lot of the memory keeping albums by Vicky Boutin and Heidi Swap for like $3, $4. I saw the same albums on officesupply.com, which is a store that an online store, which I just recently learned about from a few of my friends. Those same albums were $20. And that store, officesupply.com, is a very great store as far as prices, but still not better than Ollie's and Ross if you can find it at Ollie's and Ross. But Ollie's and Ross does not have an online presence, so you have to live near one, you have to travel there, you have to go, you have to look, and you just have to hope that something is in there. And it's never the same in all the stores. All the stores have different things usually, and sometimes they have some of the same things. A lot of times it's just a run of the mill. You just don't know. So since I've mentioned officesupply.com, that is on this first part of the list for crafty bargains. They aren't as inexpensive as Ollie's and Ross with some things, but like with the paper pads and project pads that would have cost you like $30 normally, you can get them for less than $20, like 10, 12, 15. Those are great deals for some of those paper pads, especially I just did a haul. It should be on the channel by now. I found some of my Vicky Boutin Art for Everyone pads for less than $15 a piece. And I thought that was a splendid, splendid deal. So officesupply.com is another one. If you want links to some of the sites I mentioned, ask for it in the comments. I don't have paid partnerships with anyone, so I'm rarely going to go back and put links just because it's not bringing me any profit at this point in time. But if you want links, go ahead and ask me. I'll put them I'll respond to you. The next one is one that I have not tried, but one of the top three. So if I had to pick top three, would be Ollie's, Ross, and then this one, which would be liquidation stores. Now, my friend Amira over at Amira Creates, go follow her. She's mentioned a lot on my channel. She's on my community page. She goes to liquidation stores, and the stuff she shows me that she finds is incredible. I have liquidation stores near me, but I have not gone in them yet because I didn't want to start another pattern of going into more stores. But that would be my third one. So it would be Ollie's, Ross, and liquidation stores because you know, from what she's finding, what she's showing me, she's finding some incredible, incredible deals, sometimes even better than Ollie's. So if you're near a liquidation store, maybe pop in there, see what they have in their like stationery craft section, or just walk around the store. I haven't done that yet. I plan to do it. I need to do it just to go and have the experience. But because of what Amir has been sharing with me and texting me and showing me, I think that's probably the top three play, the third place if you're a beginner crafter and want to save money. I did not realize how expensive craft materials and craft supplies were until I got uh, into this life here. It's very expensive. Now, some other ones. Okay, so of course everyone shops at the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree has beefed up its craft aisle. I like the Dollar Tree. I've done a lot of Dollar Tree hauls. I used to like the Dollar Tree. I'm so disappointed with how Dollar Tree has changed their business model that it's not a store that I want to recommend people go, even though I know it's still cheap. You can still get stuff for $1.75, $1.50, $1.25, which is still cheaper than a lot of other places, but they just don't deserve to call themselves the Dollar Tree anymore. They just don't. And my disappointment with them is just like, I do have, I think, do I have another Dollar Tree haul this year coming? I don't think so. I think my last one may have already premiered. I'm not sure whenever this video posts, but it's not a place I'm going to continue to go in. I just can't do it. Like, I can't. I'm like, you're just Five Below at this point. You're Five Below at this point. You're Five Below, you're a convenience store, you're a Walmart wannabe, like you're not Dollar Tree. But if you want nice craft supplies, they do have a great craft aisle. I love what I see when I go in there, but I'm going to probably stray away from going in there as much just because they have truly disappointed me. And what I remember being one of my favorite store experiences, going to the Dollar Tree and getting things for $1, they have ruined that for me. The next one is Dollar General. Okay, I'm not a huge Dollar General shopper. Dollar General can get expensive with some of the craft items that you see in that craft aisle, but they're still less expensive than a lot of other places, and they have a lot of deals on the app. I know a lot of people use their app to scan prices and see what sales are when you're in the store. I have tested that out before. I have gone into the store and scanned an item with their barcode app. I love how smoothly it works. So you can find some great deals at Dollar General if you're a beginner crafter or just don't want to spend a lot of money on craft supplies. A couple of others that I heard about this year from friends. Peachy Cheap. Peachy Cheap Planner. It's Peachy Cheap. And I forgot the actual site name, but search Peachy Cheap. And you basically sign up on an email list and they send you an alert at 12 a.m. every day and say, here's the Peachy Cheap deal of the day. They do planner supplies and they do crafting supplies. I look forward to those 12 a.m. emails now. I can't lie. I really look forward to those 12 a.m. emails. I've only ordered once from them because they had Vicky Booten Art for Everyone as one of their bundles. And I ordered that before I could even blink, before I really got out of the bed good. So, and their deals are usually like, their bundles are usually like $15. And then with shipping and handling, you end up paying like $22. Okay, round it up. So not bad because they give you a lot in those bundles. They give you stickers, ephemera, enamel dots. A lot of times they'll do die cut bundles. They've done like different sort of paint and paste type bundles. It's just really fun just to see what they have for sale, even if you don't purchase anything. I love seeing it every day. So Peachy Cheap is a great one. A Cherry on Top. I have ordered from a Cherry on Top once this year. I love their prices and their deals. They have a lot of planner and craft deals, and I do have a haul on the channel that should have premiered by now for that. So a Cherry on Top does have great crafty prices. Still not as good as Ollie's and Ross, but inexpensive, better than Michael's, right? Speaking of Michael's, I have Hobby Lobby on my first half of this list for inexpensive craft supplies, only because I love the Hobby Lobby clearance aisle that I've learned more about this year. I used to go in the Hobby Lobby and not even look at the back wall. Like I never knew they even had a clearance because I would go for specific things in there. And a lot of times with my mom, we just never went back there. So their clearance aisle can be really fun to rummage through. My local Hobby Lobby has like 2 aisles of clearance supplies. And then I love their Paper Studio 40% off sale. I'm a huge, huge fan of Paper Studio at Hobby Lobby. I love Paper Studio. Paper Studio has stickers and papers and envelopes and cards and all kinds of things. like in that brand. And it's just fun. When it goes on 40%, it's just fun to go. So I have them at the top part of my list for inexpensive supplies. So that's the, to me, budget friendly side of the list. The others, okay, so let's just talk about the elephant in the room here, Michaels. Okay, Michaels has lost their ever-loving mind. I went into Michaels during Halloween time looking at some Day of the Dead stickers. They had them stickers. It was like one little small sheet of stickers. They had them stickers for a good almost 20-something dollars. I'm like, who? So Michaels has lost their ever-loving mind. I have lost a lot of respect for Michaels. I just have lost a lot of respect for Michaels. Now, they do have sales. They do have clearance. I have not been able to find a lot of great sales and clearance in my particular Michaels. But to be honest, I haven't gone in there as deep as I usually would because they have lost their ever-loving mind with prices. I did buy a couple of paper pads when they were on sale this year, a couple of Harvest paper pads, you know, go at your own risk. To me, their prices are too high. They're too high. And they're only getting higher. They're not getting lower. Now, yeah, they have the $10 boxes if you can find them. By the time my friend Gwendolyn told me about those $10 boxes, I wasn't in the mood to go back into Michaels. And then when I finally went back in, I didn't see any in my Michaels. So I do know they have the $10 boxes full of random things. You don't know what you're going to get. It's like a $10 mystery box. So I know a lot of people love those. But Michaels is not my favorite place anymore. It never was my favorite place. So I can't say anymore, but it's not one of the places I'll be like, oh, let's go to Michaels first. No. Let's talk about Walmart. So Walmart has never been one of my favorite places to shop because I don't like going inside Walmart. Like the experience of going inside Walmart. Now, ordering online, I'll do it. You know, have delivered to my house. But going inside, it's just a lot of calamity on the inside of Walmart. But I noticed that the best deals that people are finding come from them going inside of Walmart and going like physically into the store. So that being said, Walmart's on the second half of my list. I don't like going inside Walmart, but I would definitely recommend it for inexpensive craft supplies while they have them. Hold on, I need to take a sip of coffee. I heard some people say that Walmart is thinking about eliminating their craft aisle. So that's why you're not seeing a lot of crafty items in Walmart other than basic papers. Excuse me. So that could be happening. So get it while you can. They just had an incredible paper sale from what I was seeing other people post. And I had looked at those papers online and still hadn't ordered any of those papers that I've seen online. But the better deals were if you had bid inside the store, in my opinion. Okay, Target. I don't shop at Target. You're not going to see a Target haul on this channel. I know that there are craft supplies in Target. I don't know how much they are, and I don't care. Okay. If you have any, you know, if you found something great at Target that you want to mention, feel free, but you're not going to see a Target haul on this channel. Let's talk about Marshall's, TJ Maxx, and Home Goods. So Marshall's, TJ Maxx, and Home Goods, I love them. Okay, I love them for everything. Clothes, shoes, home goods, and now stationery. They're not the cheapest. But you can still find things below $20 that are very, very high quality. So Ollie's spoils you because you can get things for $1, 99 cents, 89 cents, 49 cents, depending on which bucket and stuff you're looking at. But TJ Maxx, Home Goods, and Marshall's, they have beautiful stationery aisle, very sophisticated stationery and things you can use for crafting. So I would say definitely go in there. You can definitely find deals less than $20. And I still think that's a great, great bargain. Pop Shelf. Pop Shelf is one of my favorites. But Pop Shelf gonna cost you. Pop Shelf gonna cost you because, you know, it's like $5 a pop in that craft aisle. $5 a pop, baby. $5 a pop. Okay, so $5 for everything adds up quickly. Especially when you want to grab one of everything, which is me. When I go in there, I just want one of everything when I go to Pop Shelf. And everything is so cutesy, and the store is set up so cutesy. Are the items worth $5? Most of the time, maybe, depending on what you buy. I'm going to buy it anyway because I just love shopping in there. I just love it. And then some Pop Shelves in my area are bigger than others. And I found out that the bigger ones are even more fun to walk around in and a lot more dangerous. So Pop Shelf is one of my favorite not as inexpensive craft places. They're not like outrageously priced. $5 is not a bad deal, okay? But they're not as cheap as Ross and Ollie's sometimes. Now, I did find some incredible Christmas stickers at Pop Shelf for only $1 a piece, which is less than the Dollar Tree. So you got a lot of stuff in there that is $1, which is now less than the Dollar Tree. So it behooves you to go to these other places before you go to the Dollar Tree, which is sad, okay? The next one, scrapbook.com. So I had started shopping at scrapbook.com when I first started my planner journey, because I was looking for cruise stickers, and I wasn't finding a lot of cruise bundle stickers on other sites, but scrapbook.com had a lot of great options for cruise stickers, and I wanted to do a cruise planner spread. So when I saw scrapbook.com, I first learned about Echo Park from them. There's a brand called Echo Park with the stickers, and they tend to have a lot of great travel stickers, a lot of great cruise stickers. It's one of my favorite sticker brands, actually. So scrapbook.com is a great place to shop for scrapbook supplies. They do have sales sometimes, but they're not like super, super cheap, but they're not super, super expensive. They're like, you know, mid-market, I would say. You can find some good deals on there. Local scrapbook stores. So why do I have bookstores? I meant local scrapbook supply stores. I don't know what I was trying to write. Local stores. I haven't gone to any local craft stores, like small businesses. I haven't really found any in my area. So I need to, one person told me about one in Durham and Apex. So I may ride out there to see that. I do think that it's always a great idea to support local businesses, and I am definitely for supporting local scrapbook stores. I just need to find one that I want to support. I haven't done enough due diligence and research to go figure out what's out there for me as far as like small business owned scrapbook stores, but I would say to check. Their prices are probably not going to be low because they're small business owned, but you could probably find a lot of creative things in there that you wouldn't find in the larger stores. American Crafts. So American Crafts, the actual website for American Crafts, I didn't go on there until this year. You know, I had been buying a lot of American Crafts supplies from Ollie's, and then I had never thought about just going on americancrafts.com. Now, American Crafts is gonna cost you, baby. Okay, they're gonna cost you. Now, they're not for the weary of heart with spending money. Okay, so I do love the American Crafts website though, because I love seeing what they have out there for the tools, and just all the tools is like my favorite thing to look at for American Crafts. The tools, the punches, the tools and the punches like is my favorite thing on there. And I did buy some tools that I'll show in another video later from there this year. And I bought a lot of my set sale stuff originally from them. The mystery boxes I've been getting from American Crafts, I love it. So, you know, not inexpensive, but definitely worth it if you have a little money that you want to splurge on and you want to just get some different things that you're not finding anywhere else. I love that site. Last but not least, Amazon. So I have purchased a few craft things, some of my favorite craft tools. I do have a roundup of my favorite craft tools that I've learned about this year coming. So Amazon is a great place for everything, but you know, Amazon has gotten extremely expensive this year because of the shipping and the tariffs and all that. So yes, you know, you can find craft supplies on Amazon. Amazon to me is your last resort. That's what they are. So if you can't find it anywhere else, you got to go on over to Big Daddy, because he gonna have it, but it's gonna cost you. That's what Amazon is for me. Amazon is the last resort. Like, we can't find it. Your friend can't find it. Your mama can't find it. Your aunt can't find it. God ain't told you where to go. You got to go dance with the devil. Okay. You got to go to Amazon. I'm sorry. Okay. So they're like my last resort store. And I have been an Amazon shopper for, I can't remember a time in my life where I wasn't shopping on Amazon. Okay. And it's not good because, you know, these big oligarchs taking over the world, and Amazon is one of them. And we're all in the matrix. Okay. But if you can't find it anywhere else, you got to go to Amazon. And that's my roundup of budget friendly versus the others as far as like craft stores. If there are stores, which I'm sure there are plenty, that I have not mentioned in this video, please put them in the comments. I'd love to try shopping some other places that I haven't heard of and doing hauls. If you'd like to see me do a haul from a certain place that I have not talked about or you have not seen on my channel, I would love your suggestions. So thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you real soon. Happy crafting, y'all. Bye.